I believe everyone can agree that it's very important to have an opening repertoire. However, the problem sometimes is that you don't have a lifetime to study 1000 variations, and you want to have something which is usable at every season, right? And this is what Vincent Moret does for white and for black. In this case we will see a couple of games from his repertoire for white that here we can see it's based on the Gioco Piano, which is the Italian opening, and of course the Grand Prix attack for the Sicilian, King's Indian attack for the French, and of course the St. George attack against the Pirc and Modern. In this case I will show you a couple of games from chapter 2, which is entitled the Allegro opening, the Gioco Piano and the Greco Gambit. So game 14, it's between Marwan Brion and Hugo Kessler, and it was played in France in 2012. So it begins obviously with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, and here there is knight g5. Of course you close the diagonal with d5, e takes d5, and of course now there is a mistake, which is knight takes d5. Try to start to think what would you play in this position if you were white. Why it's important that you start to think? Because this is a typical of tournament game, right? By move 6 most people are out of theory, they don't remember what they have to do. In this case I believe is simple. Why? Because after knight takes d5 this went under attack, right? So white plays d4, which is marked as a good move because it's opening the diagonal, and this is what you need to do in the opening. You need to open the lines to attack. E takes d4, castle, and bishop e6. This move is to defend obviously f7, okay? But of course maybe it's not really working, because if you can see the king is still in the center, white already castled. Obviously the next move is rook e1, and here black played queen d7, which is a very interesting move, because obviously you would think next move e castle and the game is perfect for black, and in this case you must not let them castle. You must not let them castle. So try to pause the video and think what you would play if you were white in this position, okay? The move chosen by white, I hope you pause the video and try to find it on your own, was knight takes f7, and the bishop is pinned. If you play queen takes f7, it takes, and if you try to castle, it takes again, and so it's a big problem, right? So the only thing that black can do is a king takes f7, but once you do that it's never ending, right? Because there is queen f3, check. And what do? No? because now if you go here, remember that this is pin, this is lost, and so black thought it was a good idea to go on g6. But obviously, honestly, if he also went on g8, he loses immediately. Why? Try to see why he loses immediately, because it's rook takes e8, sorry, e6. And if you take with a queen, bishop takes d5, and you have lost. So he played this. But again, what would you play here if you were white? Black played rook takes e6, check, queen takes e6, and now how do you continue? In this case it's kind of very simple. The move is bishop d3, check, because as you can see, this is controlled by the queen, this is controlled by the queen, this is controlled by the bishop. Here I think the only move is this, after which I think it's game over, right? So here black resigned before playing that, obviously, but as you can see, this is a repertoire that in tournament can probably give you some good results. Online they always use engines or opening books, so you will not be able to prevail like this, but in tournament, yeah, I think this is gonna happen. Thank you for watching.